Hello, my name is Robert Ferrullo. I'm the principal here at Weehawken High School, and I'm going to walk you through our virtual back to school night. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the show. As you can see, we are a highly decorated school, having won many awards over the last few years, and we're very proud of that. This is our staff district-wide. We all are what we consider one big family here in Weehawken. The Weehawken administration, I am the principal, and those are some of my responsibilities, dealing with parent concerns, security. Mr. DeStefano is my vice principal and my supervisor of athletics. He also handles discipline issues, parent concerns, athletics, lockers, clubs, among other things. Jenna Wendelowski is my supervisor of counseling. She deals with all the scheduling issues that students have, and she's also our HIB coordinator and does all sorts of other things to help the day go smoothly. And then there's Terry Milas, who's our supervisor of secondary education. She works with our teachers on their curriculum mapping and lesson plans, as well as discipline clubs, and does teacher evaluations. We're all here to help the students anytime they need. Our doors are technically always open. I know this is COVID time, but we do our best to make sure we have access to our students to help them when they need us. New to Weehawken High School. Everything is new. This is a whole new game for us in dealing with COVID, and we're trying to make our adjustments and adaptations so that way we can ensure the safety and staff of the students, and we think we've done a very good job. We have new staff members. Chris Patapinto is our new math teacher, Laura Jeffries for English, Ed Yost for history, Eileen Torres and Lucia Quills are part of Effective School Solutions, and Maura Darcy is our new school counselor. We are going to have final exams this year. Last year they were put on the side because of COVID, but they will be back and they will count towards 10% of the final grade. As I mentioned, we have Effective School Solutions. They are for our students' emotional and social supports, and they have been very helpful for the first few weeks as we adjust to coming back to school in person. Our bell schedule has changed. I will share that later on. So you can see what the classes are. Again, we are a half-day schedule with our hybrid, 2 days on for cohort A, 2 days on for cohort Z, and alternating Fridays. We are limiting our hall passes to minimize the amount of time students are in the halls, and guidance is done alphabetically. Ms. Ventura, who is a returning counselor, will have A through M, and Mrs. Darcy will have N through Z. As you can see also at the bottom of the slides, the real-time app is now available for parents under our website. Under news and announcements. That way you can monitor your students' progress and also update things should you change your phone or your email or something like that. So we've sent out videos and letters with regards to how students are supposed to come in. They obviously must wear a mask every day and they have their temperature taken. If they're running a fever of 100.4, they'll be placed in an isolation area, but we'd like to avoid that. So if your child is running a fever, please keep them home, okay? We prefer that you better err on the side of caution here. Keep them home. We have two entrances, Liberty side for our students who are A through M, and one in El Dorado for our, one for students that's incorrect on the slideshow. So one for our students who are in grades 7, 9, and 11 through El Dorado, and one for our students who are 8, 10, and 12 will come in through Liberty. All of our bus students will come in through Liberty as well. We've also sent that out. First period attendance will be our daily attendance. Students who are in cohort R they'll still be live streamed for our teachers, so they'll be able to access the class every day like they would if they were here. From 2 to 2:55, we will continue having our teachers having office hours, which they'll set up times where they can work with students who need extra help or provide small group learning should it be necessary. Final classes for our students end at 12:36. Not all of our students end their time at 12:36. Some of our students don't have that last period and they are done earlier at 12:03. Please contact the teachers only through Google Hangouts or emails. Conversations should be strictly to school activities or events. And again, we're limiting the amount of students in the halls, and you'll see that there's only one student allowed in the bathroom. We do have bathroom monitors to make sure that the students are limited so that they don't overcrowd our bathrooms. They will have to wait, and there are people monitoring that. And again, we've said this out many times, only clear or mesh bags allowed. This gives us the ability to search the bags visually without having to touch it, so it minimizes contact. There is also the daily questionnaire that we send out for you to update us on your child's status. This is the Bell schedule, as I had mentioned. We alternate our cohorts for in-person and virtual, and then the Fridays are alternating days. And as you can see at the bottom, the office hours are from 2 to 2:55, and it helps give us a little bit more support for our students who are struggling, either with the model or just struggling in general with school, and it gives us a chance to help bring them up to speed. Academic rigor. Weehawken High School has 34 AP classes, the most in Hudson County. We offer a variety of things, either in person or through EduSeer. We also offer the AP Capstone Diploma. We were the first in Hudson County to offer this diploma. It is one of the most difficult diplomas to attain, and it's something we're very proud of, having been one of the first to do it. We also offer dual enrollment. It's an opportunity for students to take college classes for college credit at FDU and St. Peter's, and they can earn up to 16 credits. If you want more information about either of those two, you should reach out to your child's counselor. Sports and clubs, we offer 18 varsity sports, the most in our conference. Last year, our girls won their 4th consecutive conference championship. Girls cross country won their first ever title, and boys cross country came in second. Currently, our winter sports are doing very well. Our boys varsity soccer is 4-1. They just lost a tough game this past week. And football looks to go 3-0 on Friday. Girls tennis is also 4-0, so we're off to a very good start. We also offer 18 clubs this year. It's much less than we normally do, and the clubs can be done virtually. And unfortunately, COVID has affected that, because it makes it a lot more difficult to hold clubs in person. So we are giving our club advisors the opportunity to do so virtually. Parent communication. This is something that comes up at a lot of my PTO meetings and when I see people on the street and they reach out to me. We offer a vast variety of ways that we communicate with you, or where information can be found. This slide shows all the ways which we provide information for you. We have our website. Our counseling department has put up a website. There's a virtual backpack, which you can also find on the website. There's a monthly newsletter that we put out. We have our outside electronic bulletin board, which is on Highwood Avenue. We have real-time. You can access information about your child, in particular their grades, their discipline record, their attendance, through real-time. We have Google Sites for our teachers. We send home mail. We have emails that we send out. We have our social media, Facebook, and administrative and district Twitter accounts. We also do One Call Now, which sends out phone calls, emails, and texts. So as you can see, we put the information out there. So there are a variety of ways for you guys to find it. You have to look for it. So those are all the ways in which we communicate with our community. General information. This slide shows where certain things can be found, and a lot of it's located on the district website, our newsletter, monthly calendars, the Twitter accounts, things like that. And it gives us general information, updates on things that are going on with our athletic programs, things we're very proud of that we want to promote. So you can find all that type of information. Your day-to-day stuff, you should look on the website or on the Twitter accounts. Day-to-day activities for your child, you want to look on your teacher's page, on real-time, the teacher's Twitter, their own personal Twitter. They also put information out there, and in Google Classroom. There is a very, very large amount of ways for you to get information about your child or what's going on here in the high school. Student-specific feedback. Report cards are, as usual, quarterly. We are approaching our progress reports, and our first marking period should end, I think it's November 20th. Teacher conferences you schedule as needed. Again, that would be virtual. There's nothing face-to-face. So anything like that, you want to reach out to the teacher, or the teacher should be reaching out to you. How to address concerns. Always start with the teacher first. If there's questions about homework, tests, anything that's going on in the classroom, you want to reach out to that teacher. If you need further assistance about anything academic, contact the counselors, Mrs. Milos, or if there's a conflict, you contact Mr. DeStefano. If you require further assistance, you can reach out to me. If you feel the issue has not been resolved, you can reach out to Mr. Orecchio or Ms. Amato, and then your last stop would be Mr. Crespo. If you are uncertain about something, again, these are key questions. You're going to email that teacher. You're going to reach out to the teacher, especially if it's something specific about a class, reach out to the teacher. If you are not satisfied, you can contact Mrs. Milos with academic concerns or Mr. DeStefano with other concerns. If you lose a password or there is a tech issue, you reach out to Mr. Calicky. Special education. For those students who have IEPs, we offer an inclusive model. So the students are in class with a gen ed teacher and a special ed teacher. The special ed teacher and gen ed teacher work in conjunction to work with the child. There are accommodations and modifications made to work when it's needed, so that way that child is supported. In certain instances, there is an aide in the room, but for those students that require the modifications and the personalized learning, we also offer that in an inclusive setting. Our year-long goals. We want to improve our park performance. I might have been one of the only principals disappointed that we didn't get to take the park. And I'm not a big fan of state testing. It's quite stressful for students, but I was really looking forward to taking the park this past year because I had felt that we had done a lot during the school year to support our students to improve our park scores. I was really looking forward to it. COVID kind of threw that out the window, but we were really looking forward to it. And I know my teachers were a little disappointed because we really thought we were going to have a significant improvement. We would also like to improve parent communication, hence the few slides ago where I mentioned that we have all these ways which we put information out for you and all these ways that we communicate. We want to maintain our graduation rate above 95%, improve the social and emotional well-being of our staff and students, manage COVID and keep everyone safe. That's kind of all connected. These last 8 months have been very difficult for everybody, and it's taken a toll on not only the students, but the staff as well. And we're here to support everybody that needs that kind of help. It hasn't been easy, and we kind of lean on each other to try to make sure we all get through this and we get through this emotionally intact. So we are here to support your children that way as well. It's not just about academics at Weehawken, we're here emotionally as well. Events and other information. We have our home football game tomorrow at 7 o'clock against Elmwood Park. Our PTO is meeting on November 18th, and that's their email if you would like to be interested or more involved. We are looking forward to this school year. We're very excited about everything that's going to happen, and we thank you for all your support and cooperation. So thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy the night, and we look forward to a great year.